Hey guys, welcome back to SkinnyBru Rugby, where I cover everything you need to know about Super Rugby Unlocked. This weekend, week 3, Lions versus the Cheetahs. They are playing in Emirates Airline Park, or Alice Park, whichever one you want to call it. It's in Johannesburg, pretty hot, scattered clouds, not too windy. Rasta Rashavenga being the referee there. That's a good referee to have in a game like this, which is probably going to be a running game if you look at the two teams. History does not favor the Cheetahs. If you look at it, that's the old Super Rugby history and a little bit of CAKEGRUB history combined in there. But remember, the Cheetahs did win the final last year against the Lions in the CAKEGRUB. Then we get to the teams. The Lions were forced to make a couple of changes because of a little bit of a COVID outbreak in their team. 9 players weren't up for selection because of 4 players testing positive and others being in close contact. Upon that, Yankees was also not selected because of a calf injury. So looking at the Cheetahs, they have Rohan Pienaar being injured. They are probably in a little bit of a better boat. At the front rows, both teams have had a good scrum so far this year. Last week, Carlos Sardi and his men there up front did pretty well against the Stormers. The Cheetahs, they have been impressive this whole season so far up front. I've been impressed with Reinhard Venter at number 2, especially with his line-out throwing as well. He's not too bad in that area. When you get to the second rows, it is Marvin Ori and Skuman. They are two better locks probably in South Africa, 2 of the better locks. Then you have Walt Steenkamp and Wagner, who's probably 2 locks that has been standing out this whole season so far. Well, the 2 games that we have seen so far, they've stood out. Then we get to the loose forwards, a bunch of talent when you get there. Emye Palser, he is getting his first start for the Lions, along with Chituka, who is a strong runner. I can't wait to see him up against Pokamela, who is the captain for this game. It's 2 strong runners off the ball. Len Massane versus Visa, very similar players. They are hard fighting guys on the park. Visa has impressed me so far this year. Then at number 9, like I said, Pienaar, he is injured. So Tiaan Meyer, he comes in. He used to be the captain of the Cheetahs, so it's still an experienced guy coming in. He's up against Morne van der Berg, a youngster who's, well, they're talking about him to become a Springbok one day, and he's just a prodigy. You can see he has some talent in him. He is joined by another youngster now with Gianni Lombard, so maybe not that experience outside of him that does help him play a little bit better. So that might affect his game a little bit, but I don't know. Lombard looks talented. He has a very good step on him as well. He looks like he tries to play some flying rugby, some entertaining rugby as well. So let's see how he goes up against Tiaan Skuman, who's been, well, he's been pretty good as well. He's spread that ball pretty wide with Francois Steyn as well at number 12, 2 playmakers in that side. Francois Steyn, he's going to take on Dan Kriel, who's now the captain for the Lions this week. Franz Steyn, I think he was good in the first week. Last week he was a little bit more silent. But Bernard Jansen van Rensburg at number 13, I think he's been the standout star for the Cheetahs, who kind of flies under the radar. If you don't really notice where their tries come from, you will never notice that Jansen van Rensburg is a guy that always links up to play for that last pass before the try. He just knows when to release that ball. He's up against the prodigy Simelane, who's playing his first game for this Super Rugby Unlocked season. Out wide, there's just talent upon talent upon talent, because Makwane, he's playing against his previous team, who he just shined for in Pro 14. So let's see how he does against them. Roscoe Speckman, he's been sensational so far this year, along with Yar. Both of them on the wing for the Cheetahs have been great. Eve Viljoen, he's looking like he's finding his feet again at number 15. He's up against Clayton Blommetjies. Clayton Blommetjies, he's also joining the play as well. Out of that back 3 for the Cheetahs, it is hard for him because he doesn't stand out as much as the other guys do. But yeah, who can? Getting to the benches, that's where a lot of changes came for the Lions. Their front row is completely changed for the bench. They have Yanni du Plessis coming on. I can't wait to see him maybe getting a tackle on Francois Steyn. I mean, they're good mates. I wanted to see Pienaar in that mix as well, but unfortunately not going to see that. Can't wait to see that. Yanni du Plessis did struggle in the start of the year with his scrumming, though. He probably did fix it by now. Marno Skuman, he's getting a chance to play as well. I'm just shocked that he doesn't play more, because, I mean, he's that little bull terrier type of guy that you want on the park. Tiaan Pienaar, he's making his debut along with PJ Botha for the Lions, and the guy with a massive boot Tiaan Swanepoel rounds out their bench. The Cheetahs bench, they have the tallest South African player, JP de Pre, on their bench. And then Ruben de Haas, he's going to make some history for the Cheetahs, becoming the first third generation player playing for the Cheetahs, meaning his grandfather, his dad, and now him did play for the Cheetahs. And then William Small-Smith, we all know what he can do. Guys, I would have probably went with the Lions. Well, I don't know, probably Cheetahs as well. But now the Lions have now lost Yankees as well, and that's just a crucial thing for them to lose, and I can't see them just recovering from that. Jaco Kriel is also not in the mix. Emia Pelser is in there, so they also lose a bit from that. I do think the Cheetahs do have the upper hand then, because their team isn't too changed. Yes, they lose a lot when Pienaar doesn't play, but still, I think Yankees that the Lions lost is a bigger thing for them. I think the Cheetahs will win in Johannesburg by 8 points. Guys, check out these videos next to me. Also, hit the subscribe button if you do like the channel. Check out Patreon if you want to support the channel. And then I'll see you for the next one. Cheers.